Hello everybody, this is Joey, and I did hear about Super Smash Bros. Having a new character revealed earlier today. It was Steve from Minecraft, in which you could swap the skins so it could be Alex, a zombie, Enderman, probably a couple other things, and I think that's a fair inclusion. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people. It is a game which I would consider very influential and a part of video game history. It is basically the cream of the crop for its own genre of sandbox games. So I'm perfectly fine with that inclusion. I had nothing against it. But if I were to pick for Super Smash Bros. Characters to be in, from my listing, from whatever I would want there to be, these are what I would choose. This is a question from Bolopopoy back a while ago. I'm sorry it took a while to answer. I thought I uploaded in a Q&A already, but just to play it safe, I got another video for it, just to be sure that it still got answered. And leave your thoughts in the comments down below, what characters you would like in Super Smash Bros. If you are playing it and familiar with video game characters, video game history, I'd love to hear what you would like included. All of these are real. All these are not supposed to be joke characters. These are ones I actually would think could fit very well for the game. And they're all recognizable as well, which really does help because obscurity kind of goes here and there. And I've seen some that already look like joke characters like Piranha Plant. It's like, oh, okay. Even I joked about it on the channel before. So, I basically narrowed it down to 5 characters, and they are in some groups because some of them very well represent the same thing, but either one would be a perfect choice. So, number 1 and 2, Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot. While I didn't grow up with the PlayStation, I really got into it around PS3, maybe 4. I do still recognize these characters. If it's anything I knew about PlayStation growing up, it was the actual logo, the way the systems looked, and Spyro and Crash. They were basically mascots for that system for many generations. They still have games coming out. They have remasters of their old games, and I've played those remasters. While I haven't completed them, I still had a lot of fun with them for a brand new experience as an adult. No nostalgia from a childhood attached to it. So I think they're fair enough that they could work very, very well as platformers. I mean, Super Smash Bros. Is basically a platformer but fighting game, and a lot of platformers are already in the game, so I think that would work out very well for them. There's a lot of moves that they can adapt from. There's some items they can adapt from. There are some good environments and music that can be used. I can't think of too many off the top of my head to use, but I'd love to hear more discussion about it in the comments. The only problem that I would have is Spyro the Dragon being a 4-legged creature. Yeah, it's not a lot, if very little, of 4-legged creatures in Super Smash Bros. Already. Some of them can run on 4 legs, but are generally depicted as 2 legs when fighting, such as Ridley or Donkey Kong as prime examples. I can't think of too many beyond that. Maybe Pikachu, but again, still stands up on 2 legs when it's idle, so I don't know how that would exactly work for Spyro. My money would be a little bit more on Crash Bandicoot personally, and I'd say he's a little bit more, you know, the face of Sony, even if he's not developed by Sony. But when people think the PlayStation, one of those will come to mind, and I think they would be great representations for that generation of consoles. So, the next 2 groupings of characters, very simple: Dr. Wily and Dr. Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik, if you may. And this is easy. There are so many ways this can be done to work perfectly well. So, first, you have more villains. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has really harped on adding more villains from the video games than before. So I think that's a really great. I love that there's an inclusion of more villain characters from different franchises. I think it would be fun to play, you know, hero versus villain as either different characters or in the story modes or whatever the case may be. It works out very nicely and just feels like there's more inclusion and more care for these franchises put into the game because of that. With that, Dr. Wily and Dr. Robotnik, 9 times out of 10, operate out of a vehicle. And if you make their moveset and their animations in a similar way that they made Bowser Jr., it's a shoo-in. It's perfect. I mean, yeah, you would basically have it as a clone in that same mentality, and you wouldn't actually have them walking or running, except for very few times, but it's really something that they're best known for. They are known for their machinery. They are known for their different gadgets. The vehicles that they usually operate insert into other mechs perfectly. And you could easily have gadgets that pop out of those for all the different moves from so many different games. I mean, they're both from Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man. Very important and very influential franchises on their own way, and still have dozens of games to draw from. So having more than just the titular characters in there would be great. And then number 5, very simply, another Sonic the Hedgehog inclusion. I thought about it for a while. Tails doesn't seem like a good inclusion for me. There's not a lot of moves that you can draw from. There's not a lot that he's done independently that you could really use. I didn't want to throw him into a mech like in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, because that's literally riding the same thing as Eggman, and there would be no reason to have that, you know, for Super Smash Bros. People would rather play with him as a bipedal character. So I feel like a better inclusion would be Knuckles. I mean, sure, he's not, you know, paired up the same way as Mario and Luigi or anything like that, or Sonic and Tails, you know, but Knuckles is still a very useful fighter. He has been in Sonic the Fighters, a previous Sonic fighting game, and still has a lot of moves to draw from. He is a more aggressive type that actually would fit very well in fisticuffs with Super Smash Brothers. He's also got you know, a floating, flying, whatever you want to call it, ability that could be good for aerial stuff or just recovery. So I don't see anything wrong with that, and I think it'd be a really fun way to include another Sonic the Hedgehog character if you didn't have Dr. Eggman as an option. So let me know in the comments below what you would choose, if any of these choices sound appealing, or if there's more that can be discussed about them, or more that can be added from those franchises to work with the game, because, you know, when they often include a new character, they'll also include a little bit more from the franchise for the music or the stages, etc. Maybe the items. I haven't noticed that much if items change, but you know, it's good to have every once in a while. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more videos.